Hey, this is Joe. Welcome to Talking Cover. Today we have Robbie Christmas in the studio with us, also known as LPSY. He is playing us his songs They Say and Waitin' on You. And this is him strumming next to me like an angel. Today we talked about what he thought about the new Star Wars, since we did talk about that before, and we wanted to get his take on it since he's kind of a Star Wars guy. Then we also asked him what he would do if he had to play against Apollo in the Battle of the Bands of Hades, obviously. You know, normal question. And that was Joe's question of the day. Plug. And enjoying the show. Is that it?
I think that's it.
Yay!
This is called They Say. Remember when she took you by the hand and you were standing oh so tall? Should I let you go ahead thinking she's coming back? 'Cause they say she's moved on. Pretending not to notice days gone by, more and more it seems so clear. Do I have to be the one when I tell you she's gone? 'Cause they say she's moved on. Try to understand, you're in the dark. You're such a go-getter, but you're better when you're apart. Better apart. Save yourself from working overtime, and you wonder why you feel so cold. So you clear every line. It's a matter of time until your self-respect is nowhere to be found. Ooh. Try to understand, you're in the dark. You're such a go-getter, but you're better when you're apart. Thank you.
Bring your bowl. My little bitch drink. Bring your silver bowl.
With a Joe size.
Looks like guava juice with ice.
It's basically that. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Well, it's mango. What is it? Mango.
Oh man, I was just in Kauai and they had these things called lava flows. It's just like strawberry smoothie with dark rum. I was on. Oh shoot!
I thought you were gonna talk about like an actual lava flow.
And I was. And I was like,
things called
lava flows.
nothing. They have these things called molten rock. Get this, you guys. People live on it.
That's nuts, man.
They build things on it. Grass, sometimes it's really hot and it turns orange.
What are you
It looks like ice cream.
Janssen.
We're talking about Hawaii,
Scoot in a little bit. Come,
I can scoot
Get
in.
your cute
You can
little
hear me.
butt
I
in
talk
here.
really loud.
Get your little butt in here.
Jeff's the one that's gonna have to yell.
I'm fine. I'll just get a little closer.
What is that? Closer?
What is that?
Let's see, we got our timer.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
We tend to
Oh, that's
overtalk.
right.
And we also have this timer.
How far are we going today? What are we doing?
All the way. All the way.
All the way.
All day we
Yeah,
doing-
let's,
we're
set up
doing
a,
30?
let's set up a little schedule
Doing
here.
30 minutes each?
Well, I keep forgetting this is counting measures, which doesn't help.
Well, I got the timer right here.
Yeah,
Start-
he's got
start-
the
Guys,
timer.
on
Timer.
bar
Start it.
4.
Start it.
Well, let's start.
We're gonna take a break.
Oh, is it recording already?
We're about to hit what would be the chorus. So when
right.
that happens.
The real show is starting right now.
Nope, it already started.
No, too late. No,
It's okay. That's just additional time.
We had the lava flow thing.
like a
That was
bonus
so
track.
funny. It was my funniest moment that's gonna happen on
So
here.
who's
We're not
who's
cutting
the
it
host today?
Mm.
out. Oh shit.
We'll say Joe's the
Joe,
host.
that's right. Joe.
I was the host last time.
But
No,
we
it's-
didn't.
yeah.
We didn't do that one. So.
Oh, okay, so that one doesn't count.
Okay.
That
Okay.
Does it
recording is
matter? Are we
lost
still
forever.
doing? Does it matter?
Okay.
Who's the host?
Okay. Welcome to the podcast, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
We got
Welcome to the podcast. We got a great show lined up for you.
we got Robbie Christmas in here. Now, to give everybody a background on who Robbie Christmas truly is, he is the kind of man that another man will undoubtedly have a man crush on. Okay.
Any man in particular?
He has, maybe this man.
Jerry Busey.
He has long, curly, flowing, brown hair
Locks.
that flows in the wind as he strums his guitar.
That's because I have a fan right next to me at all times.
Yep. And he plays everything
Really
Virtually
fucking well.
every-
really well. Yeah, he can kind of do everything.
Let's
so,
stop fawning over Rob.
Yeah, so that's Rob,
I'm not-
everybody.
actually,
Yeah,
keep
just
going
keep
if you
going,
like.
okay.
It's-
Joe's
I-
hosting. I'm sorry, Joe. Yeah, you were giving me the death stare.
This is a really good introduction. I'm liking this a lot.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that was my introduction. I was just,
Okay.
talking about all of his great qualities.
Yeah, Rob's here. So hi, Rob.
We're not sure why. You could have just said no and probably
I know.
left a better life.
You know what?
This completes the rivalry duo. You know, we had Maxwell Royce on last time.
Did you
Rob.
really?
Oh yeah.
Was
Yeah.
Max on here?
And you
Yeah.
guys were like rivals in high school.
No, we were like best friends.
I
in
know,
high school.
but you were also because you were both super talented and stuff. So
He's unbelievable, man.
But we don't need to talk about him because he already had his day.
Yeah,
yeah.
and that was a disaster.
That's so cool.
It was the worst. No, actually no.
So
Actually,
Rob
best.
came straight from a gig.
Yeah.
Where were you playing? Village Wine?
Village Wines, which is right up the road. It's like
People don't know where we are, so
it's about 8 minutes from
Let's
here.
keep it ambiguous.
Let's
Yeah.
keep it in it. This is our secret. This is our secret hideout. It's a real studio, right, Rob?
Absolutely.
It's just like it's
Yeah.
like
I could see the red light that says
George
recording.
Martin.
That's
is
probably a
just
red
walking
light
around.
here
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Just
a,
doing
yeah,
things.
there's a studio light.
There you go.
So what was Village Wine? What is that place? Is that
It's just a wine bar.
Have you played there before?
I played there once before. Yeah, I got tired of teaching. I was teaching music lessons, and I got tired of doing it because I was getting sick all the time. Because these little kids were running around and
Oh my god, it's okay.
and I had the gig on weekends, so it would be just knock me out. So I ended up just dishing my card out to people around the area, and then they called me, and I ended up getting a gig over here, and so yeah, I played there once before. Yeah.
You're guaranteed a few winos probably just loving the music.
Oh my god, yeah, I love that though. It's great because you get a lot of people coming up and be like, well, the first question we get is because I play with my brother, and the first question we get is like, "Are you guys twins?" And the second question is like, "What are you doing playing music from my generation?" And I'm like, "Well, I'll stop. I'm sorry, you know." And they end up they actually love it, and
Let's be honest, you do it pretty damn well. You.
I did well. I mean, yeah. I mean, I love all that stuff, but I love. If I could, I don't know. You just play to your crowd when you're doing something like that. So I play a lot of the Beatles and a lot of Led Zeppelin or whatever it is. But
Janssen and I know about playing work. Remember the time we played at that Taiwanese political rally?
that sounds. Oh my God! Why wasn't I not there?
Yeah,
It was amazing. Not only did we play covers of
The Taiwanese national anthem.
we did a Coldplay cover and we did a Beach Boys cover and then we played two
Yeah.
Taiwanese complete songs.
You just did both of those songs again in Taiwanese.
Well, the best. I don't think we've played a show where we've had people saluting before, and that was
really?
that was great.
It was amazing.
Really?
It must have felt really powerful.
Yeah, it was.
Little Hitler.
No,
coming
well,
out.
Alan would sing this one line of the song, and everyone would just start clapping.
Yeah.
Just like it was the greatest thing.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's amazing.
we have no idea what's going
Yep,
on.
it was amazing.
God bless the Taiwanese.
Wow.
So if you ever get a chance to play one of those shows,
Political
That
rallies.
sounds-
you know who to call up.
I used to play like at an Irish pub in Bellevue, and the only thing close to that was when I was playing like, you know, old Irish ballads, and I'd get like them just a drunk Irish crowd at about like 1:30 in the morning, just totally singing along like an anthem. Oasis always went over really well.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but
You gotta put in Wonderwall sometime in there.
you know what? As
Little Champagne Supernova.
yeah, a little bit of like "Don't Look Back in Anger."
Oh,
We used to
yeah.
do that.
Fucking
Yeah.
anger.
Yeah. Reed, you were a big fan of Oasis,
I
right?
was, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I
I
remember.
was,
Didn't you have like a poster or something like that? In
I
your
had a
house or something?
shirt. Yeah, I was in high school. I was really obsessed.
When I first met you, you were all about Oasis.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
right.
that was I guess that would have been when I met Rob was, and because that was my senior year and your junior year.
Yeah,
We were
right.
in marketing together,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
and then I weaseled my way into a band with Rob.
Oh God.
Wait, please tell us. We want to hear more about Ulysses.
Oh, is that what I was actually on the way over here? I was like, what was the name of that band?
Yeah, we were
How come
called
I'm the one that
Ulysses.
remembers?
I don't know.
I remember.
I remember.
I think I blocked it out.
Because Jeff and I had the Prawns, so we were like the rival band.
That's
but see,
right.
You guys were way better than us.
Oh, I can't.
and-
No, not at all. You guys kicked ass.
That's not true.
We were all high school band. You know, we were high school bands. So
So true.
you know, how good could we have been in high school?
We all sucked equally.
There we go. I like that. That's right. Yeah, Ulysses.
Yeah, for sure.
I think.
We almost played a gig. we we auditioned for the talent show, which was eventually canceled.
We can't mess this up, you guys. I gotta win Jessica back. She's gonna be there.
That was basically.
They gotta put a band
We
together.
all
Was this
had
real?
that motivation.
No, I don't. Yeah, I guess we're.
We did audition for the talent
Yeah.
show, and then it
and
got
then it-
canceled
That's
because
right.
they didn't have anyone. No one bought tickets to go.
Oh, that's
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was
Was that
pretty.
through
That
the
was
high
gonna be
school?
my first
Yes.
gig. That was gonna be it. That was number one, and then
Yeah.
That would have propelled you up the ladder,
It
right?
We
would've-
were,
I mean,
we were
that-
on our way.
here I am, just a depressed piece of shit. But if we had played that gig,
You would have been a successful
Rob and
piece
I
of
would
shit.
have
I'm gonna
been
be
doing
honest.
coke
Will,
off of
you-
hookers
you
right
smell
now.
like
Yeah.
you smell like gin right now.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't want to say anything.
I didn't
but,
want to say anything when I
that
walked
smell
in.
is sadness. And, yeah.
That's right. And then like I think a week after the band started, I quit or something like
Well, it was just nobody wanted to
that.
do
Nobody
it.
did it. Yeah. Well, Max didn't want to do it. I think.
And then
was it Max
Zager
with-
got-
with this?
I mean, I shouldn't say.
Andrew
what
got really
happened.
upset.
No, but Andrew got in trouble. I won't say why, but it was really funny. And he got grounded,
Say
and so
it.
Say it. I was just
I think it was smoking or something like that.
Well,
yeah.
bleep the name.
Smoke it again. Yeah.
I forget. What it was.
I was playing rhythm guitar in the band because that was all I could really do, and then I ended up taking over bass because Zager got grounded.
That's right.
Yeah, and then
That's right.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was grounded until just now. I don't remember.
he's still grounded.
It's like everyone just leaves Rob in the dark now and
It's
just
true.
opting
I know.
out, right?
There's so many things that I'm
Yeah,
like
I mean-
getting the answers to now.
yeah, it's pretty amazing.
6 years later or something. like that.
Oh well, there was one other. I don't know. So Zager got grounded. Sorry, Zager. And I took over bass, and then it just unraveled. But I just
The
want to.
band.
I just have one story I want to share. And I don't know if you remember it, but I remember it so well. We went to. You remember Bill Blackner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yes, I know where you're.
Okay,
yeah, I
so
know-
we went
yeah,
to
yeah.
his house, and we had just
That's right.
finished recording this song.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, we have to play it. Like, I want to play this song for everybody. And then I think Rob had like this brilliant idea to put on a famous song from another band. Cause
Was it the Who?
yeah, well, because everyone there didn't know anything, about like sort of that era of music.
Right.
And so we put on I'm Free by The Who.
Oh, that's right.
And everyone was standing around like, this is really good, you guys. We're like, yeah, I don't know, you know. Do you think it's good? I can't tell.
It's all right, you know. It's just a demo.
It's just a demo. So
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
I will always remember that.
I remember Bill like totally.
Yeah, everyone was just like totally sold.
I remember.
Wow.
I had a experience similar to that in high school where there was this kid in one of the algebra classes I had who I knew he didn't like me, and that wasn't hard in high school for anybody to not like me.
You were such a dick.
But
no, I'm just kidding.
in-
You're not.
I'm
Seriously.
just kidding.
But
That
seriously.
apology was way too quick.
No, I'm just kidding. There was this kid there was this kid in the class, I guess I won't say his name, but we were sitting next to each other, and it seemed like he would try to find any excuse he could to not like me or anything that I did. And I think one day I was sitting there and it's like I had the first generation iPod, and I was sitting there in the class and I said something like, "Oh yeah, well I just recorded this as a demo for a song." And he's like, "Well, let me hear it." And I was like, "All right, cool." And I gave it to him, and he put on the headphones. He listened for a few seconds. He's like, "Yeah, it's alright. It's not really my thing." I was like, "Yeah, that's cool because it's Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones." Needless to say, that didn't help relations between us for the rest of the year.
That was a very good move. Shrewd move, though.
Shrewd move, yeah. Ulysses. There were a couple bands in high
But
school.
let's just skip. We can skip those times.
I'm fine with that.
You said you play with your brother. Do you play with anyone else now? Because I've seen you, like, I remember running into you at Patty Coins.
That's
when you were
right.
playing,
That's
and
right,
you're- I've always seen you playing with different groups of people.
Well, the thing is you know, that I do that really for like what you would call a day job. Just gigging over at wineries and stuff like that and playing acoustic guitar. What I do, what I do actually as a songwriter is different from that. I haven't performed, and what I'm doing now is just spending a lot of time writing and recording for it.
Mm-hmm.
When I do play with people, I play with a couple different guys in the area, play bass and percussion and whatnot. But the last year and a half has been spent mostly just writing and kind of figuring out, you know, honing into a sound, really.
What is it sounding like nowadays?
Well, I really, I guess I can answer that by just saying, like, my influences, who have been most prominent, have been Peter Gabriel, Gautier.
Was that
Paul
how you
McCart-
pronounce it? Gautier?
Yeah, I
didn't
think
know that for the
not
longest
really.
time.
I think
I thought
so.
it was Gotcha.
Oh, you should hear. I mean, that's actually.
I've heard Gordier too.
I got you.
With an R in there.
Got you at an award show in Australia. They even called him like Gotcha. And got. Some people say Gautier.
I think that's
Gautier.
Gautier.
If you say Gautier in America, you're just a dick. You're just pretentious. Like, have you listened to Gautier? Like, come on, dude. You know what to know.
It's like those bands that have those, like, what was it, Mike Snow?
Yeah.
Well, it's named after a guy, like, a Japanese guy named Meike.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
something along that line. You can't say that, though.
Yeah.
Or else You're a douchebag.
Absolutely. I think that name, too, Gautier, came from, like, his dog. His dog's name was, like, Gauthier or something like that.
So it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. No.
Like, he named his dog
real
some
answer is
stupid
it
name.
doesn't matter.
But yeah,
Okay, Paul
a bit like-
McCartney,
Gotcha.
Gautier.
Gotcha. Peter Gabriel. I really like Foster the People. I've been getting into Foster the People. I really like that kind of thing.
Contemporary stuff.
But you know, I like electronic music, and one of the reasons why I like the Captain Midnight stuff is because it's original and it's electronic.
Who's Captain Midnight?
Captain Midnight plug!
It's just so good.
You have to listen.
He's got
It'll
those
give you a
beats.
boner.
CaptainMidnight.com.
But yeah,
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
that's kind of the sound that I'm
So is it like torture trying to write music for you, or do you actually enjoy it?
Oh, okay. Well, it used to be, and then what happened was that I discovered Ableton Live. Ableton Live 9 now available. Ableton Live.
Sponsor for this podcast. Ableton.
But no, I've discovered that I really like writing with MIDI, because there's so many different sounds and instruments that you wouldn't
Oh,
just
yeah,
be
these
able
two
to
guys-
write with.
These two guys can talk about that probably forever.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Jeff
love
and
it.
Joe.
I just love. I mean,
about it.
it totally. Correct me if I'm wrong. It just totally opens the door for a whole new, adventurous soundscape. You know,
Plus
I
it's
love
quick.
it. It's quick.
Yeah.
Exactly. And if you have like
copy paste.
yeah,
Yeah, copy paste.
yeah,
Duplicate.
it's fun, man. I love writing with it. It's not terribly hard, but it just takes discipline.
Now, Reed, tell us about your songwriting
Nope.
experiences.
Well, let me tell you
Someone
about
is a little angry.
Reed was like, well, I'm in a band called Ulysses.
Yeah, I'm still hanging
Everybody
on to
else
that.
is quit except
when I go on tour someday, it'll be like Reed Tracy,
Formerly
formerly of Ulysses.
what a pretentious name that was too.
Yeah, I,
I
didn't
think
love
I was
the
in a
name.
band after that called like Apollo
Wait,
Creed.
was it named after Ulysses S. Grant or?
It was just
it was
the
like
Cream
Ulysses.
song.
Cream song, yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Yeah, remember Rob was really into Cream.
Yeah.
That was the Cream Peter Frampton era.
That's a good point.
You bought a talk box. A talk box.
Talk
Talk box.
one of those.
One of them talk boxes.
Arbitrary accent.
I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I can say that without the accent. Talk box.
Yeah, that's right. I just had Peter Frampton face.
And then, I guess that leads me to another question. I remember you were like I would say a vintage guitar collector. It seemed, it seemed there was often. What are you pointing to me, Jeff? You just broke my train of thought. We're only 15 minutes.
He's
in.
pointing at the blue light on the mic. Just wants us all to admire it.
Rob, guitars. Do you still trade? Do you have one?
Pay attention to me.
Have you named it? Do you have one?
Have you
Like
seen
a
that? It
permanent
reminds me of
guitar?
the SNL. I think it's with I think it's Phil Hartman or Dana Carvey where he's doing this roundtable interview.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
fire. Yeah.
I kind of did that.
Middle East. What are your thoughts? Go now. Yeah, I
was amazing.
still have some guitars. Yeah, I don't.
Well, I know you have guitars.
I didn't really collect them.
Well,
I mean, I had some cool guitars. I still have some of those. Yeah.
Well, it seemed like you were experimenting with a lot of different guitars.
I heard about trading.
You would have like a 60-something Les Paul, and then you'd have like a new.
I have a 1974 Les Paul custom, and then I have a 1964 blonde Telly.
Oh,
And then
that's
I
so
have-
sweet. That's better than my blonde telly.
Janssen just got a boner.
No,
Just get a boot.
What's the
I got like
oldest
one of those American standards.
BC Rich Warlock you have?
Oh Jesus, God!
Wait, what? You have one?
No, I
No.
wish I did.
I remember yours.
no, I didn't have a Warlock. I had a BC Rich Bronze or something. It was like a.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It was a Les Paul.
I used to have a lot more, and then once I needed to make money, I had to
They're
sell
outta
some
here.
stuff. Yeah,
We've
I
all
had
been there.
I had a couple really cool keyboards. I had a old Fender Rhodes, and then I had on top of that I had a Hohner D6 clavinet, which was like the Stevie Wonder 1970s setup, which was cool. But I mean, you got to take care of them and you got to keep them, looking good. That's why go figure people are going with digital keyboards now because they're lightweight and they're easy to take and they sound pretty good. But
how do you carry around a rock organ?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, I mean, I used to know this guy that would complain that he was like, why don't people like haul like acoustic pianos on stage anymore? I was like, what do you listen to yourself? What kind of a question is that?
Grand pianos.
Oh gee, I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's all about what's convenient.
You would have to like have a ramp. You'd
Exactly.
have to like put a ramp,
Exactly.
over the stairs.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Get it into the door, which is almost impossible too.
exactly. That's true. I thankfully didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those were the instruments. Yeah, those are the two guitars that I still own.
So when you record, are you, or I guess when you write and record, are you playing every instrument? Or are you working with studio musicians? I remember you could play drums, you could play obviously keyboards. I think that was your original.
Yeah, what I do for this is I've been recording by myself. It's been pretty much by myself. I have a studio that I spend a lot of time up on Orcas Island. So the studio that you went to way back when has been all moved, and obviously give or take a couple upgrades, equipment and all that. But it's up on Orcas Island, and that's where I record and write to just be away from everything and just like focus.
You got your log cabin in the woods.
That's so awesome.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
know.
It's the little, yeah.
I won't.
can't help
Yeah.
but be jealous of
A
that.
bottle of bourbon. But it's
It's all the body needs.
A
exactly.
little rowboat.
So that's where the Prawns next album will be recorded. Yes.
Yeah,
Don't worry, the Prawns gonna have a reunion tour. It's great.
I hope so. Do
We'll
you
have
guys
to dig up
2020.
We gotta
maybe.
dig up all the old
do you guys
memories.
still keep in touch with Scott?
Once in a while. I mean, I know Scott's listened to this before, so hey,
Oh,
Scott.
he has?
Yeah.
He's not listening to
He
this.
became a fan on Facebook.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I
Hey,
miss
Scott.
him, man.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, Scott.
He's not-
Scott Hampson shout outs.
It's good to hear from you. Yeah,
He's doing all the video stuff. He's doing like shade and stuff.
Yeah, have you
cool.
seen him, Ian and Scott's show Dynamo?
no.
It is filthy.
Oh, man.
It's really cool.
They've been
Really,
working-
Ian was like the Rain Man of video stuff back
They've
when.
started a web series and they've done 4 episodes and it's pretty fantastic.
Really?
Like a guy from ILM, Industrial Light Magic, just gave them a shout out on Twitter.
Oh no
saying-
way!
And it's not like it has like a ton of views, but you can't help but respect.
Yeah, it doesn't.
how good
Well,
it
it doesn't
is.
surprise me. Both of those
Well,
guys.
those aren't going anywhere too, which is nice. Like, hopefully, it eventually just gets a big following.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know, then
And
people
I can-
come
I
back
can
and
We'll
watch
put on
from the beginning.
podcasting. He'll get a huge following.
Yeah.
To all the thousands and thousands of followers.
You're gonna see a spike in my record sales after this.
Yeah.
He's gonna pass Macklemore. Just like no time.
Okay.
Exactly.
Question, Rob. What do you think of the new Star Wars?
Oh, that's what I was gonna ask.
Beat you to it.
You mean what do I think of like the fact that they're gonna make new
Yes.
Star Wars?
Yes.
We had a very long conversation about this. And
Okay,
you're
so-
you're a big movie guy, so
Yeah. Okay, so when I found out about that, at first I was excited, and then it was like my body went into shock. I started to feel a little sick. I think if J.J. Abrams is doing it, it has potential because he did such a great job with Star Trek and totally rebooted that and got a whole lot of people on board with it and managed to keep it from being too cheesy, I think. But the concern I have is that I would love, I don't know, I think it would be so much cooler if a director like Chris Nolan did something like the new Star Wars movies and totally took it and totally took it in like a darker, really dark place, as opposed to what I worry will happen with Disney, which is make it a little bit more like action figures fighting each other.
Do you like that J.J. Abrams is doing both? Because that's a
He's
lot
doing-
of
he's
people's
doing
problems.
two?
Well,
no,
he's doing
because
Star
he's
Trek
doing
and
Star
Star
Trek and
Wars.
Star Wars.
That's actually, I'm worried about that because I think
Yeah,
a
me
lot of
too.
people are going to
Me
have
too.
a problem with that. And I think he's set a goal for himself to be able to differentiate them.
Mm-hmm.
What were you gonna say, Jeff?
Did you watch the John Carter movie that Disney put out?
No, I didn't.
I
I
mean,
heard it did terrible in the box
It
office.
did terrible, but it was a
Kim
pretty
Riggins couldn't pull it out of
It
the
was-
water.
Tim Riggins. It was definitely a good, fun space movie, and that was a Disney
Right.
movie. So
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Disney,
There was Tron, and Tron was alright.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I don't really worry more about the consumerism of Star Wars, which has
Yeah.
already been milked.
Oh, absolutely.
There's
It's been
no- I don't-
exploited. They've taken advantage of
How
that.
much more can they exploit it?
Yeah,
Really,
they don't have to worry about
What do you
that.
think about a Yoda origin film?
No, see, I don't
Or
want that.
Han Solo.
Well, okay, Han
Yeah.
could. I wouldn't be happy, but a
It's
Yoda.
better than a Yoda one,
Yeah,
yeah.
like Yoda's supposed to be this
Is that what the-
mythical
we don't-
creature
or do
that
we know
nobody
if
knows
that's-
Rumors.
Rumors, okay.
But that's a big.
Well, they were
Han-
talking about going along with the books too. That
Yeah.
came out.
But the books are all don't even follow each
Yeah,
other.
they're not even going to do that.
A Han Solo origin story would be cool, I think, because we pretty much know it, but we don't know exactly what happens. And then
Yeah.
Han Solo's like, the most popular character, and we could get some like sexy young guy, and he'd come in and like,
like a James Franco or a Joseph Gordon-Levitt to do it.
Exactly. It would be
Yeah,
one
it
of
would-
those two guys. Yeah.
Those guys would be great doing that. I think.
Yeah.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt's already been Bruce Willis.
Now
Well,
you
you know, it's funny.
before.
He's kind of already also been Han Solo. If you look at, was it 500 Days of Summer? That scene where he gets laid, and then the next morning he's like super happy about it, and he looks at his reflection in the car, and it's Han Solo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So he's
How do
actually
you
already-
know that?
I
Because
don't
that
even-
scene
I don't
stuck
even
out.
remember that.
That scene stuck out to me.
My
That was a great movie too.
That was
It's a good movie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I think that's gonna be the only problem, but I worry that they won't explore the full potential of it.
I think we said that we think that J.J. Abrams is smart enough to realize that he can't make it like Star Trek.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure, the guy's a
Absolutely.
huge fan.
Yeah.
He said he wasn't a fan of Star Trek, and that's why he did it.
But
Yeah.
he was a huge fan of Star Wars, so he was reluctant to do it.
Sure.
But I think he'll be able to recognize, it's gonna be updated. Obviously, we live in, 21st century, but he'll give tribute back to that original trilogy.
Yeah.
Bring out the characters.
I think
If there's
Give it that feel.
if there's a minimal amount of Jedi, I'll be happy.
absolutely. Yeah.
I don't want to see no more Jedi.
You know what? Know how?
I think they got. I really want them to get Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher,
Yeah,
Mark
sure.
Hamill somehow.
I hope they
incorporate
do
Gotta
it.
get
I
Carrie
hope they-
Fisher in that bikini.
Oh, dude.
That slave costume, Princess Leia.
Oh,
Don't be
man.
mean.
That is
That
the
wasn't
like
mean.
4 hours straight of the Galactic Senate.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that Galactic Sense hot.
Oh man, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Yeah.
Lots of policy making.
Wait, commence
And trade
Order
negotiations.
66.
Trade negotiations.
Not quite 666.
What are we going to do?
That's right. That's not offensive at all.
No,
but
it's
yeah,
not.
yeah, exactly.
We talked about this last time. Did you ever see Red Letter Media's review of the prequels?
Oh no, I would love to. I didn't know they did that.
We gotta.
Alright, well,
We'll send these.
You know what? You know what's worth bringing up is Prometheus, just because that's an example of a great director who had so many people excited about this new
It was really Scott,
movie.
right?
Yeah, Ridley Scott. Yeah, and totally destroyed it.
I still haven't seen it.
Oh, man, you
honestly,
gotta
I
see
have
it.
it on my computer. I just have not turned it on yet.
Did any of you guys see it?
nah. Oh, Joe saw it.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've actually kind of liked it.
It
but
had moments
but
of
I'm
it,
not,
yeah.
But, I'm
But
not
he
an
also liked
Alien fan,
Avatar
though.
the movie.
Well, here,
Avatar
here.
the Last
All
Airbender.
right.
No, yeah, I liked Avatar: The Last
Really?
Airbender. Best movie ever fucking made. Seriously.
You're a
What do
big
you
M
mean
Night
by-
fan.
Well, we're retreading.
The greatest,
Let's-
shittiest movie that we've
Yeah,
ever seen.
don't worry.
Let's
this been
literally
brought up-
move
this
on
has-
to new things.
this has been
Otherwise,
brought up
people
before?
are just gonna think this is the Star Wars and Avatar: The Last Airbender podcast,
Yeah.
and not the show, the movie.
Yeah.
Well, did you see any movies that from this year? Like, did you watch the Oscars or any of that, or have any opinions on?
I
any of those
just
movies?
caught up with all the Oscar nominees except with Amour, I think it was.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that yet. The foreign film.
who cares about foreign films?
I only saw like one of the movies that was.
I didn't see any of those.
I saw the Silver Linings Playbook.
So what do you think of Jennifer Lawrence? Because she's kind of blown up.
I love her.
this.
I like her a lot. I think she's great. I think she's,
Nope, don't take. You said you love her.
I love
Can't take it
her.
back.
You said that.
You can't
I was
say
gonna
that I like her a
read a
lot.
letter to you guys that I've written to her.
I mean,
but-
she's like universally just absolutely loved, and but
Yeah.
the thing is, it's mostly women that are just have fallen in love with her more than anyone else.
She's
Hey,
just
you look at like a Facebook or Twitter feed. No, honestly, it's just
Okay.
it's mostly girls posting about how much they
yeah,
love.
she's got a likable personality, and she doesn't take herself too seriously, and I think that's what a lot of people are attracted to.
Mhm.
I think she was really good in that movie,
I still haven't seen it.
and Bradley Cooper is a really.
Is it the most romantic movie you've seen?
No.
Someone said that it was.
Really?
No. Really?
Really? Wait, that's interesting.
Oh, like I would know.
Yeah, I what else was nominated? I saw
Mario.
I saw Flight with
Denzel.
Denzel, which I thought was actually kind of a cool movie.
I like how they showed like a clip of it and just like spoiled the whole movie. It's like me like, yes, I was drinking. Yes, I
Did
was
they
flying a
really?
plane. Yeah, but they played a clip and he's like, yes, I was drunk.
Well, that's not really the
Mhm.
point.
I was
of
drunk
movie.
yesterday.
No.
It's
I was
not-
drunk today. I'm
They
drunk
sh-
right now.
they
That's
showed
not a
that
mystery.
scene.
They showed that clip. I saw that.
But that's not a mystery for the movie. That's the
Premise
premise
of
of
it.
the movie.
Yes, but
I know,
still,
but
I
that's
couldn't-
still-
they
but that's
didn't say
still-
that in the trailer.
You could watch that movie
They
and
were
having
saying it was
seen that,
suspected.
if you had seen that scene and you went and saw the movie, you would be like, the whole story of Flight is him kind of whether or not he wants to accept his addiction, if he wants to, and then if
I'm
he,
sure there's
and
more
then
to
he
it,
spends
but-
the whole movie
So
kind of
that's
lying
kind of
to
the
people.
climax of the movie.
It really that's
Yeah,
the
okay.
moment of the movie. I'm surprised they did that.
Just saying.
And then what else? Lincoln. I saw Lincoln, and obviously that's Daniel Day's like a shoe-in for any best actor.
I drink your milkshake.
That-
Drink it up.
That scene. That
That
scene
scene is
alone.
classic.
It's just that blew up too. I saw Looper recently.
Oh, that's
Hell
I
yeah.
still need to go back and see that.
Yeah.
So good.
I was kind of disappointed with how it turned out, though. I wasn't
In what
expecting the
sense?
whole.
Oh, wait,
I'm not gonna give
I,
away.
I really want to see this.
I'm not
movie.
gonna give away the any. All I want to say is that I was kind of disappointed with the whole TK thing. Like
I was into
with a
that.
child that
Yeah.
I guess you like The Last Airbender, and that's about a kid who deals with TK.
You'll never
so-
have a valid
yeah.
opinion.
I don't
again.
mind when I don't mind when a movie becomes when the story of a movie becomes different than the thing you think it's going to be about.
Sure, yeah.
And so in that way, I enjoyed it because you think, oh, okay, I get it. Like you think you're following one storyline, but then it just splits off into something else. You're like, oh, that's the real story.
The main reason, and plus the main reason why it was a really cool movie too, is because it's an actual original idea, and it's very rare in Hollywood nowadays.
Completely, yeah.
That you have an original
so
idea.
Rob.
Shut up, Rob.
You know, because The Last Airbender is totally an original idea, and he totally did it in an original way.
Yeah,
so.
for sure.
M. Night Shyamalan, the greatest director in the entire
Alright, now
planet.
let's not... Okay, we're going to the...
I'm sorry.
retreading.
Of all terms.
Okay, so we've got... Okay, we may want to move on to a question.
The Joe
From-
question.
Oh yeah, Joe, do you have your main question?
The
Are
weekly
you
question. Don't. Yeah, I was actually...
Questions
that's why I
with
was on my
Joe.
phone.
We gotta make a jingle.
Joe has some ridiculous
Joe, you gotta
question.
make a jingle for this.
No, that's your job.
No.
Bird, I've got a question for Joe.
Have you guys seen?
That was actually
real quick,
really good.
Have you guys listened to the Ricky Gervais podcast?
Oh, God.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are
Most certainly.
brilliant.
Yeah,
And the what is it?
Chimpanzee that
yeah,
monkey news.
yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
chimpanzee that monkey!
Yeah.
Or when he does Rockbusters.
Oh, I was talking...
Why don't you just go hang out with Ricky Gervais then?
He won't take my calls anymore.
You don't need him. You just need Carl Pilkington.
That's all I need.
And all you will
You
ever
could
need
dedicate
for
an entire
for
podcast
comedy.
to that man.
He's just
It's pretty amazing.
a
But
revelation.
I guess they did already, didn't they?
Well, I guess they did. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right, Jeff,
I'm just knocking about.
cue the theme music again.
Yeah, do the theme music again.
I forgot what...
I've got questions with Joe.
Yes. Thank you.
I just fell in love with you all over again.
God, I'm so happy. Okay, so
I feel like a lightning bolt
Rob.
struck the tip of my penis.
All right, Rob. So, are you ready for the question?
I'm ready.
Okay. This is 100 years from now. Okay. You're in Hades.
Hades?
Yeah.
Not Haiti.
Hades.
Haiti.
Oh, I'm in hell.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
you know,
Well,
the
what's the difference?
underworld of
Oops.
Greek mythology. Okay. And in Hades, there actually is a heaven within Hades, and that is called the Elysian Fields, I believe.
There's a heaven in Hades?
Yeah, it's like this is where the heroic and virtuous are sent. Okay. And then, but right now you're in Tartarus though, because you're in the deepest, lowest region of Hades. Okay. It was said to be as far beneath Hades as the earth was from the heavens.
You sound so prepared on this.
I'm very okay. So you're down there with all the other musicians in the world because we're all pieces of shit.
Absolutely.
So
Won't argue with that.
Apollo comes down,
Okay.
and Apollo is one of the main gods of music. Okay.
Yeah.
And he plays the lyre, which is a harp. All right, and he can rip that shit, like, you know, just like soloing, like he's Apollo.
You should
dude.
listen to his early solo stuff.
All right, so Apollo, you know, he can shred on the lyre, and he comes up to you one day because you keep on just being like, man, I want to get to the Elysian Fields. I know I was meant to be there. I know I got snubbed. You know, I got snubbed. I'm not supposed to be in Tartarus. All right.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, so Rob, you have this opportunity that you can put together a band, and I'll put together a band, okay, of all my favorite gods, you know, that are musicians.
Yeah, yeah.
And we'll compete, and you can put together your own band. And so all of your musician homies and idols and everybody are going to be,
absolutely,
you know, in Tartarus too, because you guys are all pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm with
No
you.
offense.
so you can pick
Except
so you
Bono.
can
Except Bono.
you can pick a you, and he says that you have to sing, okay, but you can't play anything else, okay. So you have to pick a drummer, you have to pick a guitar player, a bass, and
Flautist.
sure,
It's gotta be a flautist.
There's only one that could be chosen.
and a keyboard
Jeff
player,
Tall guy.
Ian Anderson, yeah. And a keyboard guy.
and a keyboard player.
So you're saying drums, bass, guitar,
All the essentials.
flute.
Yes.
Okay.
Who would you pick in order to beat the god of music in a battle of the bands?
Sounds like it's an Asian D thing right now.
I'm really curious to hear this answer.
Yeah. I would say for drums,
Meg White.
Karen Carpenter.
Don't hate on Meg White.
I want to
Animal.
say
Yes.
actually that's not far off. I was gonna say probably Dave Grohl.
Oh, no.
If not Dave Grohl, then Gautier, which by the way is a drummer.
I did
First,
not know that.
he's an amazing drummer. I mean, he just kicks ass.
I'm going to check this out now.
Okay, so I guess I'll come back and decide.
Dave
which
Grohl just
one
makes
of those.
everything good when he plays drums.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know how he does it.
Because he grew up listening to Bonham,
Yeah.
and he was
Keith
like,
Moon.
yeah. And then, these...
So are you going with Dave Grohl? You have to go with one each.
Yeah, let's do Dave Grohl.
Okay.
Keyboards, let's say... now, are we being judged on the song quality of the song, or?
Oh,
just
that's the other thing is that you have to pick what song you're gonna play.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Because this is like he can, and Apollo can
Look
pick
at that
anything.
song in the world.
You know,
Just follow the progression as you pick your musicians. The
Yeah.
song will
Yeah.
So then think
come to
about
you.
think about what song. But
Yeah.
so
Okay.
all right, are you on keyboard now? Is that what you're doing? You can do whatever you want.
I think Rob's got to be on keyboards.
I
He can boss the dual.
Well, I can't because I gotta
Yeah,
sing.
he has to
sing.
sing. He said he can't play an
Yeah.
instrument.
He can only sing.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of sad.
Part of me wants to say Billy Preston on keyboards because that
I like
man.
this in Billy Preston.
I mean, his afro alone has healing qualities. Yeah. If not Billy Preston, then Peter Gabriel. Because I love the cheesy '80s keyboard sounds. And then on guitar, I might have to come back to that. On bass, let's see. Who are some bass players?
Flea,
JPJ.
Paul
Paul
McCartney.
Jones, Paul
Paul,
McCartney.
yeah.
He's a
Les
pretty
Claypool.
amazing bass player.
Les Claypool's amazing. There's he's the bass player for the Brothers Janssen. There's a funk band. They did that song "Get the Funk Out of My Face." He was known as Thunder Thumbs. He was just a beast of a
Slap.
slap bass player.
Nice.
I'll take T.J. Gorty, by the way.
Oh, wouldn't
But-
we all?
Shout out to Joss Wigorti.
All right, go ahead, Rob.
this is Rob's question.
And then guitar.
Who was bass?
Who's bass? Oh,
I think he was going with.
I was gonna go with Louis Johnson. I think his name is. But yeah, let's do. You know what? I'm gonna go with Paul. I'm gonna go with Paul McCartney on bass.
Finish
consistent. He's
strong on
consistent.
guitar.
He's an innovator.
He's an innovator. He created melodies with bass lines.
You're
which
trying to
is-
beat Apollo here, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
You gotta have a beta in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least one beta.
And can these people be dead or alive?
They're alive.
Well, they're all
They're
gonna
all
be dead.
dead.
It's 100 years.
Well, don't speak too soon.
Anyway, let's say 200 years.
Because he
then.
knows,
You can't
this,
read
he
the
knows
future,
this
Jeff.
negative 3-year-old hasn't been born yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I pick all members, people that don't exist, that are just amazing. And then guitar. Okay, let's see.
Can I add one little thing in there?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Make it harder.
Apollo
Man.
at one point, in ancient times, Apollo actually did have a music battle, and this is true. He had a music battle with a human. Okay, I forgot who the human was, or it was a demigod or something.
I'm worried that you think this is real. Also, how much Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief have you been reading?
None.
Have you been reading my classroom library?
Well, let's not bicker
There's-
over religion because we
Get-
could all argue over the merits and dismerits.
And we're on a
Well,
time
you know
limit.
what?
Isn't even
We
religion.
could sit
Time
here and
limit.
we could
Okay.
sit here
Yeah.
and talk all we want, but I mean, it did happen, and it's true.
Okay,
And
so
Did you not see Star Trek?
this
Did he not create his own planet where
That's a
he
good point.
brought people to worship him?
seeing is believing.
so he did have a music battle with a human or demigod at one point.
Okay.
Okay, in Greek mythology. And the thing is that he beat the guy. Okay, but it wasn't because he beat the guy that he did this. It was the fact that the guy
Poisoned his coffee. Or...
No, he thought that the guy was so arrogant that he thought he could beat a god that Apollo ripped his skin off.
Oh.
So if you guys, if he wins, you're also gonna have your skin ripped off.
Wait, so
So-
Apollo just didn't like his attitude and just
Yeah, because he was like, I'm gonna beat you, and then if I do beat you, I'm gonna rip your skin off.
No one
too.
said he was a gentleman. So
if
I mean,
you
Apollo was
if
an
Apollo was around today and is dealing with the musicians that all of us have probably had to deal with at some point in time, he would have skinned a lot of people.
Yeah.
'Cause
Free Jersey.
there are some
skin everywhere.
unbearable. There'd be just a ton of skin everywhere.
Yep.
There's a lot of unbearable musicians out there, but
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe he should roll the punches and pay his dues or something.
All right, so who's that guitarist that's gonna get your skin not ripped off?
Yeah, okay. Probably Brian May.
Brian May, Queen.
Yeah, I mean that guy. He's an astrophysicist and he's also a guitar player for Queen. You know, it's like, wow. You know, I think when you read interviews with him, they call him like astrophysicist Brian May. Yeah, Brian, what do you like to do in your spare time? Oh, I play in this band called Queen. Not a big deal. So did I pick everybody?
Yeah,
now you need your song though.
Yeah. And what song would you do? This is, it's
Gotta
important
melt
here.
faces.
This is a song that everyone's gonna go instantly listen to.
You have to
because
melt
you
his
said
face,
it.
or he'll melt.
And then I will reveal what song Apollo decided to play.
Yeah, I got it. It's gonna be probably When the Levee Breaks
Ooh!
by Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin.
Listen to that song. It's like a train, you know? I mean, it's just... That, I mean, weren't they like... They were big on the whole...
Greek stuff.
Yeah, Greek god thing, yeah.
And might be having a reunion tour soon.
Really?
Yeah, and Robert Plant's down now. He's like, my schedule's clear. I can play now.
Ooh.
I'm done with that
The
bluegrass.
only problem
nonsense.
with that is his range is
No, it's not there, but...
What happened was he was always singing over his range
Yeah.
in early Zeppelin days, right? And then when I think Physical Graffiti came out, you'll notice that when you listen to it, like his voice sounds different. Like they kind of they were using very speed on his voice and like maybe sped it up a little bit. It's because his range was starting to lower because he was just destroying it.
Interesting.
Look at me, I'm just putting
You're just full of little
putting a
information.
wet, damp towel in the conversation.
No, that was
All right.
enlightening.
What would Apollo play?
Okay, so
Let's start closing this out.
Apollo is doing his lyre thing. Okay,
Yeah.
Zeus is playing the bass with his wang. Okay,
Sure,
Obviously.
as he would.
Poseidon is playing the drums because he has the trident. Okay, and they're playing. When I see your face, it's not a thing that
Oh, absolutely, by Bruno Mars.
Yep, that's what they're playing against you, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't know. Maybe our viewership can vote or something on this
We'll put a poll.
to who wins.
That's a good. Yeah.
Like if you think Rob wins, dislike if you think,
I think
Apollo wins.
I'm pretty confident about the guys I have in my band. They're just great guys. You know, it's
Yeah.
just an honor to be able
It's
to.
always fun to hang out with those guys.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have them on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should bring him on next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring him around.
Bring Dave around.
Yeah, sure. He's not. He doesn't do things.
No, he's not that busy.
No.
Just sits around at home, looking at his golden records.
You didn't choose any dead people, did you?
Oh,
I mean, right now dead.
Oh yeah, Paul McCartney's still alive.
No, he's not the dead one.
he's not
Yeah,
dead.
he's not the dead
No,
one.
I just saw him in November. It was November. I saw him in Vancouver, BC. It was awesome, and that reinforces my pick for Paul.
All right.
Nice.
Oh,
You guys got anything else?
no, I think we need to wrap this.
How long are these usually?
About this long.
We
It
say
doesn't
half
work.
an hour, but then
We haven't.
I'm
done
having
one
a lot of
We haven't
fun.
done one in a month.
I'm
so.
having a lot of fun hanging
And
out.
it's definitely better when we just do the whole thing with an interview. So what songs are you gonna play, Rob? 2, I think.
I'm gonna play.
Yeah, we'll have to put 2.
I'm gonna play 2 songs.
I'm telling you how many to play.
Obviously, that was
Obviously.
my plan. From the
One
start.
of them is called "They Say," and then the other one is called "Waiting on You."
All right,
Both
so
songs I've been working.
Seems like
That is what the
you
original-
need
yeah.
to be ready to go right now. But
all right, stay
you're
tuned. We'll be right back with Rob's songs.
Wait, those might go at the beginning
That
though.
sounds like his name
Well,
is Rob.
you might have already heard that.
We'll be right back with Rob's song.
Either goodbye or Rob song. Goodbye.
This is called "Waiting on You."
There's something I must say now, so you will see. I've done my part, but somehow every night I leave you feeling weak. While you were rearranging an empty chair, I left the light on waiting in the hope that there was something there. Oh, I'm gonna sail across the water, to be alone. When I get back, I'll be stronger, 'cause I don't have years to find out what you are all about. crowd. On any given evening, doesn't take them long to drown me out. Oh, ooh, I'm gonna sail across the water, to be alone. When I get back, I'll be stronger, 'cause I don't have years to find out what you're all about. Just been here waiting, waiting on you.
We are the XSXX, and this is Islands by
The Big Clap.
Oh, The Big Clap and the XX.
Rolling.
Check. Here we go.
I don't have to leave anymore. What I have is right here. Spend my nights and days before, searching the world for what's right here, underneath and unexplored. Islands and cities I have looked. Here I saw something I couldn't overlook, and I am yours now. So now I don't ever have to leave. I've been found out. So now I'll never explore. See what I've done.
That bridge is on fire, back to where I've been. I'm frozen by desire, no need to leave. Where would I be if this were to go under? That's a risk I'd take. I'm frozen by desire, as if a choice I'd make. I am yours now. So now I don't ever have to leave. I've been found out. So now I'll never explore. I am yours now. So now I don't ever have to leave. I've been found out. So now I'll never explore. So now I'll never